Imagine this: in just 1 month, the UK government borrowed over £20 billion. Not million, billion. That's £6.6 billion more than the same time last year. Sounds dramatic, right? Why? Rising inflation, soaring debt interest, and a country slowly drowning in its own fiscal mess. This is the second highest June borrowing since records began. And yet, barely anyone's talking about it. Today, I'll show you the hard truth, backed by solid sources, e.g. Reuters, BBC, etc., not social media noise. Public borrowing surged to £20.7 billion in June 2025. That's not just a big number, it's historic. Since records began in 1993, this was the second worst June ever. Meanwhile, public debt is now brushing against the £3 trillion mark, around 96.3% of the UK's GDP. That's a ratio not seen since the 1960s. Debt is skyrocketing, topping records not seen in over half a century. Where's all this money going? Why is borrowing shooting up? One word: interest. Just in June, the UK paid £16.4 billion in debt interest. That's because a big chunk of our national debt is linked to inflation-indexed bonds, also called index-linked gilts. And when inflation rises, so do the repayments. Back in 2020, the UK paid around £25 billion in debt interest for the whole year. This year, that figure has exploded to £105 billion. On top of that, unemployment is rising, hitting 4.7%, and wage growth isn't keeping up with inflation. So ordinary people are earning less and paying more. Inflation is hurting both the public and the government, and debt repayment has become a monster. The Bank of England is already worried. Governor Andrew Bailey has warned the government against deregulating the financial sector too quickly, because loosening the rules to encourage growth might actually trigger a borrowing shock, especially now when global markets are on edge. One reason? Even Donald Trump's tariffs in the US are sending ripple effects into UK bond markets. Chancellor Rachel Reeves insists that the government is still committed to fiscal discipline, but analysts say that's going to be tough. There's already talk of a £20 billion shortfall, and experts predict the government may need to raise £15 to £25 billion in new taxes later this year. That could mean more taxes, welfare cuts. Or worse, both. While media focuses on politics and celebrity gossip, here's what's being missed. Income tax receipts are down, showing the economy is slowing. Debt repayments have doubled compared to last June. Grocery inflation has hit 5.2%, the highest in over a year. And most critically, nearly 2/3 of households now say they're worried about how they'll afford food. This isn't just a crisis of numbers. This is a crisis of daily survival. From debt explosions to household stress, the cracks are growing faster than most people realize.